Welcome back to the Napoleonic Stacking Channel. I'm the Napoleonic Stacker, and in this video I'm going to showcase a few items that I'd received for Christmas this morning, and also some items that my daughter received for Christmas that she'd like to show to everyone. But before we get started, I would like to wish everyone a very Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays. 2021 has been a very challenging year for a lot of people, and I hope that you and your family have fared well through this challenging year. So, this morning, my wife actually got me these coins, and I was pretty thrilled about it. This is actually a coin from Prussia. It's got Frederick Wilhelm II, and this is actually a coin from 1790 from the Kingdom of Prussia. And a little bit about Frederick Wilhelm II. He's actually the guy that built the Brandenburg Gate. And he actually wasn't a very good king, from my understanding, but he did have some accomplishments. And on the back here, you can see the coat of arms of Prussia, flanked by these guys with clubs, and we have some kind of a loincloth that they're wearing. Not really sure what that's all about, but this coin actually was struck in Berlin. The reason why I know that is in 1790, the one Reichsmark thaler was only struck in Berlin. And underneath the 1790, there is an A mint mark, but on this particular coin, it's been kind of rubbed off. But ultimately, a real beautiful coin. I don't have a whole lot of coinage from Prussia, and it reads across here, Wilhelm, basically King of Prussia. You can see the Prussian. And on the rim of the coin, it doesn't have edge lettering, but it does have, you can see it has some artwork that kind of goes around the edge of the coin. And a lot of older European coins had, either rim lettering or some kind of a design that goes around the rim of the coin. I wish that nations did more of this today, because I think it's really cool. But this coin here, this is a 0.75 purity. It basically is about a half ounce of silver, a little over a half ounce of silver. But I was really excited to get this because, again, I don't really have a lot from Prussia. Now, this is another piece that I got. It's a 1782 Spanish 8 reals. And this coin has got Charles III. It says Carlos, but in English it translates to Charles. And it reads across here, by the grace of God. And that's what this translates to. On the edge, you can see here, just like our Prussian coin, they've actually done a little bit of design along the edge. Nothing too fancy. Of course, this is a coin from 1782. And then on the back, you can see this is the Spanish coat of arms. You got the Pillars of Hercules, the Spanish coat of arms, the crown. Really nice design. This is basically like pirate treasure. It took place. This coin was struck after the golden age of piracy, but I would still consider this pirate treasure, which is really cool. And this is my first Spanish 8 real coin. And on the back, it says here, this is the ME. And what the ME actually means, it was struck in Lima, Peru. And these coins primarily were struck to circulate within the New World. And I'm just so grateful to have this. My wife, she knows exactly what I like. And with this coin, it actually has it's 0.917 purity. And it's got roughly 25 grams of silver in it. And these coins were also used in America as money before we had our own currency. And these were basically the dollar before the dollar. And they circulated in the United States until 1857. These were considered legal tender in the U.S., which is pretty cool. Now, also, my wife, she got me a Valcambi Palladium Bar. Now, this is actually my very first piece of palladium. Palladium's something I've been kind of avoiding because of the price, but pricing on it has come down quite a bit. She says she actually got it for less than the $85 listed here, but I stack primarily silver, gold. I do have some platinum, and now this is my first piece of palladium, which is part of the platinum metals group. And Valcambi, they make these combi bars, which I think is like 100 grams, and then they can be broken up into these little pieces here. And this is one of the most cost-effective ways, well, it's one of the most inexpensive ways to pick up palladium and other precious metals. However, the premiums, when you're buying something like this, a 1 gram bar, are very expensive. And with palladium effectively is a one-trick pony. It's used primarily for catalytic converters for regular gasoline engine cars. And as things begin to change, there's more electric vehicles coming out. I think palladium demand is going to go down, but there are other applications that I'm sure industry will find for these. But I'm glad to have an example of palladium. Now, as far as my daughter goes, I got her this San Diego Wildlife Alliance coin. This is actually not a coin, it's a round, but my daughter, she loves colorized coinage. I know a lot of dealers and people would consider colorized coins cull, but she absolutely adores this, or these types of coins. And with this, I actually got it from APMEX. 10% of the premium went to the San Diego Zoo and Wildlife Alliance. So pretty cool. It went to a good cause. And it's got a little African penguin there. Those are the ones you'll see in South Africa. I used to have a friend. His name was Peter de Klerk, and he lived in South Africa near Cape Town. And he said there were penguins that would come up into town all the time. And the penguins would get into fights with the baboons. And he had some pretty wild stories about the penguins and the baboons. Moving on, over here we've got this is a 10th ounce gold kangaroo from Australia that my daughter received for Christmas. And this is actually she doesn't have a whole lot of gold, but she was super excited to get this because she knew exactly what it was, it's valuable, and it's something that she'll have for her future when she decides to go to college one day. But the Australian kangaroo here, this is a 1/10 ounce. It's struck by the Perth Mint. And the Perth Mint is putting out some of the best gold and silver coins in the world, in my opinion. Their quality control is top-notch. You don't see milk spotting. You don't see a lot of damage or errors in the coins coming out of the minting process. So I'm really pleased with the stuff that the Perth Mint's putting out. And up here, this is a little castle my daughter painted for me, kind of like a little sand castle. She wanted me to show that off. But that's pretty much everything I've got for you today. I thank you so much for subscribing to my channel and viewing this video. I greatly appreciate everyone. And if you like the video, please give it a thumbs up. If not, give it a thumbs down and let me know why. But again, I hope everyone has a very Merry Christmas. And until next time, Napoleonic Stacker, signing out.